Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. My name is Mo, and welcome to a reaction video. Today, we're doing it a little bit different. So far, the very few reaction videos that I had done it, I had taped it, edited it, and posted. Today, I decided, you know what? Let me try something different. I want to do it live. That way, we can all react together live to Andreas Schjelderup. So we'll see how this goes. Let me know, guys, once you're done watching in the chat section, if you're watching this live, or in the comment section, if you're watching this once it ends. Do you prefer I do these reaction videos live? Do you prefer I do them video format? Or do you not care at all? Let me know, because, of course, I always look to, well, do whatever you guys enjoy, because, after all, I do this for you, not for me. I can just watch the reaction video, go to bed, right? But instead, I want to do this with you guys. So let me know if you prefer this live or in video format. But anyways, enough about the talk. Let's talk about Andreas Schjelderup. Because, as you know, one of Barcelona's priorities this summer is to sign a left winger. Initially, the plan was to sign Marcus Rashford, pay his option to buy worth 30 million euros. Barcelona trying to negotiate that down. And then after that, it's kind of cooled off. It's not too clear whether Barcelona want to sign Rashford or not. I prefer that we don't, because Rashford has not impressed me one bit, not to mention that he has been highly inconsistent. Just look at how he has ghosted in both legs of the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Atletico Madrid, which, by the way, the reaction video to that match is already on the channel if you want to watch it. Now, Barcelona are considering other options for the left wing besides Marcus Rashford. Of course, one of them being Andreas Schjelderup. And I know a lot of people have been asking me, Mo, do a reaction video. So this is exactly what I'm doing. You asked for it, so here it is. And again, I'm doing this live so we can all react to it together, and you guys can let me know what you think. So let's review real quick Andreas Schjelderup's profile. This is his transfer market profile. As you can see, he is 21 years old, born on June 1st, 2004, meaning this summer he will be 22. Very young lad. He is Norwegian, of course, born in Bodo. He's an international with Norway as well. And as you can see, he plays as a left winger, and his height is 176. How much is that? Like 5'9", something like that, for us Americans. Of course, he does play with Benfica in first tier, the first team of Benfica, sorry. His contract expires on June 30th, 2028, so he has 2 years left on his contract, and his market value is, of course, 20 million. Now, it's reported that Barcelona could technically sign Andreas Schjelderup for 40 mil. That's what the reports are, of course. Reality could be a little bit different, because, as we know, Benfica, they like to sign players on the low and sell them on the very high, because they are a selling club. Now, Benfica are trying to renew the contract of Schjelderup, because, of course, they want to tack on a very high release clause. They're saying 100 million euro release clause, because, of course, that's just how Benfica operates. Now, so far, this is in the Portuguese league. He's had 23 appearances, 5 goals, 4 assists. Let's look at, well, not this ad. I hate ads. But anyways, that's how people make, let's look at all competitions. Let's do, where's all competitions this season? Okay, so his tally is 38 matches, 8 goals, 5 assists. Humble numbers as far as goals and assists. But, of course, this is not why Barcelona are looking at Schjelderup for. They're not looking for just his goals or assists. They're looking at the kind of profile of a winger that he is, an explosive profile, an explosive winger, that likes to take on defenders 1v1, very good dribbling, kind of like a Lamine Yamal profile, but on the left, right? Because that's exactly what we're lacking. We have Coutinho, who's been absolutely great, but that's not really Coutinho's profile, right? But Coutinho's not someone that takes on defenders, someone that dribbles past defenders. Lamine Yamal is. So now Barcelona are looking for someone similar to Lamine on the other side. That way we can have 2 wingers that can dribble past defenders and create space and create chances through their dribbling and through their 1v1 skills. So let's look at the highlights of Andreas Schjelderup. and then you guys let me know what you think. All right, let's share this video. I have taken the sound off in hopes, to avoid any kind of copyright. But let's check the video. Of course, it's gonna start all dramatic. I'm watching this for the first time with you guys. Yeah, they always have to do this, intro, like him smiling and celebrating. And anyways, here we go. On the left, pop. Ooh, yo. Cuts into the middle. And look at the difficulty of that goal, by the way, because if you see, he doesn't kick it to the far post. He kicks it to the near post, which the space between the post and the goalkeeper, it's inches. And yet he squeezes it in between the goalkeeper and the near post. Very difficult goal. That means, that his accuracy is pretty spot on. Now, let's continue. Really impressive goal. We're off to a good start. Here we go again. Schjelderup with the ball on the edge of the box. Cuts in the middle. Bah. Now a curler. So he can shoot to the near post, scores, and now to the far post with a curler. Impressive goal. Here we go again. Cuts into the middle. Bah. Another curler to the far post. It looks like, like I said, similar to a Lamine Yamal profile where he likes to cut into the middle and then shoot, which is, kind of like what these kind of profile wingers, that's how they score goals, and this is what Barcelona are looking for. But let's continue. And now a goal with his left foot. He dribbles with the right, he puts it away with the left foot. Here we go, Schjelderup again, driving the ball, takes on two, and wow, to the far post. This is again with his right foot. Nice goal. Really good drive by him. Again, great control. And then once again, puts it into a very, very difficult spot, which is right between the goalkeeper and the post, which is not a lot of space, which tells you this guy has very good eye and incredibly great accuracy. Look at that. Look at the space there is between the goalkeeper's hand and the post, and that's exactly where he sneaks it through. Incredible accuracy by the Norwegian attacker. All right, let's go. Almost from the edge of the box. Again, look at the distance between the goalkeeper's hand and the post. Very, very tight space, and yet he somehow, some way manages to squeeze it. All right, gets past the defender. In between the legs of the goalkeeper, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Wow. Again, accuracy, man. Accuracy. Very, very impressive. Here he is again. Great control, and then to the far post. I love how he does passes it from his left to right leg, creates enough space, and then goal. And then, boo, here we go. Free kick, curls it, goes out, and then in. Another free kick. This one goes up and down. So he can score both ways. The previous free kick, he curls it, it goes out, and then in. This one goes up and then down. So he can also score free kicks. Takes on one, takes on two, to the far post. Again, very similar to how Lamine likes to score goals. Cuts into the middle and then curls the ball to the far post. Here he is again. Cuts into the middle. Again to the far post. You're starting to see how kind of he is very similar to that Lamine Yamal profile. He goes past the defender. And we have an ad. Great. See, this is why maybe I shouldn't do these live. All right, here we go. There's Schjelderup, 1-2. Great pass. And his teammate misses. This is against Real Madrid. Look at that spin. I think now they're showing us mostly his dribbling ability. This is Juventus, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. He goes past another one. So this is more his 1v1 skill. This is against us. Here's Gavi and Araujo trying to stop him. He had a really good match against Barcelona, by the way, in the Champions League. Here he takes on another one. In between the legs. And too bad the goalkeeper blocks it. Good control of the chest. Another nutmeg. Here he is again in the box. Fakes he's going middle. Drives the ball away. And a great assist. Look how he fakes the defender. Looks like he's going to go in. But then he goes out. And then a great, great assist to his teammate. Here he is again. Oh, beautiful play. He gets the ball. He could take a shot, but then he sees Haaland in a better position and he sends the assist to Haaland. Here he goes again, sends a cross. Good chest control by his teammate. But even a very impressive cross into the box, by the way, right to his teammate's chest. There he is again. 1-2, 1-2. Wow. Beautiful teamwork. Beautiful teamwork. And great assist. There he is again, driving the ball. Ah, great through pass in between two defenders. Leaves his teammate. Ah, amazing pass. There he's again against us. And I think that was an own goal, right? But it came off his cross. Oh, great heel pass to his teammate. There is against us. Look at that pass, man. In between all of our lines. Diagonal pass. Oh, look at that Trabella. Oh, how did that not go in? This is against Real Madrid. So as you can see, not only does he perform against, smaller teams, he can also perform against bigger teams. Look at that pass again in between two defenders. There he is. Boom. Oh, great pass. Great control. Good pass. His teammate doesn't take advantage of it. There he is again. Oof. Waits for the right time. Waits, and then releases the ball to his teammate. Bam. Oh, look at that cross. How did his teammate not make it? There he is again. Puts in another cross. Man, his crosses are so accurate too. Starting to... Oh, header in between Courtois' legs. Look at that. Boop. Beautiful goal. Here we go. Cuts it out, sends a cross. Bro, his accuracy. I mean, we saw it with the goals at the beginning of the video. Now we're seeing it with his crosses. There he is against us again. Look at that cross in between three defenders. He gets a cross in between three defenders. Nutmeg continues. Oh, look at that pass. And then, boom, the shot that too bad it's blocked. There he is again. Good control of the chest. Oh, look at that diagonal pass. Oof. Beautiful assist. There he is. Drives the ball. Opens it up to the left. He's also very fast on the ball, by the way. As you can see from the videos of him driving the ball. Whoop. In between all the defenders. Oh, good shot by his teammate. Good chest control. Cross into the middle. And a beautiful assist. Man, he's very elegant as a player. There he is. Sends a cross. There he's again driving the ball. As you can see, he's also very comfortable driving the ball through the middle, not just from the wing and cutting into the middle. Sends a cross. Oh, how did his teammate waste that? My God. Boom. Sends another cross. Very accurate crosses. Unlike Rashford's crosses, they go and cross the whole field. Look at him against Madrid again, just destroying their defense, man. Boom. Cross with the left. He can cross with the left, cross with the right. This is against Juventus. This is against us again. He drove Koundé mad that match. I remember that. There he is in front of goal. Calm and composed. Brings it down. Pushes it past the defender. There he is. Boop. Beautiful. Cuts it to the middle and then scores. Bah. Ah, how did nobody push that in? Look at that cross. Oh, I think we had seen that already. This is against Juventus. But look at him driving McKennie crazy. And there he is against us. Almost gets through, but Koundé fouls him. There he is in the box. Is this against... Who's that? No, never mind. There he is. Good pass again, man. His vision is pretty good. Bam, good assist. There he is. Cross into the middle, and his teammate doesn't take advantage of it. Bam, another good pass. Opens it up to the wing. There he comes against us again. Bro, you see that cross into the box? There he is. Boop. Again against us. Wah. Let's see. To the middle. Oof. Great cross. I can't believe his teammate didn't push that in. There he is. Look at that pass, man. Those are like Pedri-like passes. Similar, obviously. Can't compare him to Pedri, but just saying. Oh, great steal. Great steal by Schjelderup. There he is driving the ball. Ah, look at that fake. Bang. Oh, great passing, man. Great freaking passing. So there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? My initial reaction. Now, again, as I always say in my reaction videos, these are highlights. Highlights, of course, you got to take them with a grain of salt because, when you compile the best moments of any players and put them together, they, of course, going to look much better because it's going to look like that's all they do, the good things, right? So take that with a grain of salt. But having said that, initial reaction to what I just saw, exactly what Barcelona needs. Maybe not him specifically, but definitely the profile that we're looking for. A defender that's not scared to take on, sorry, not a defender, a winger that's not scared to take on defenders 1v1, a winger that can dribble past defenders, as you can see, a winger that can assist, that can score, but can also distribute the ball because you saw his passing is pretty amazing. A lot of passes, breaking opposing lines, sneaking the ball through defenders to his teammates. It looks like kind of like a complete profile of what a winger, a Barcelona winger at least, should look like. But of course, enough about what I think. I want to know what you guys think. Andreas Schjelderup. Is this a player you want to see at Barca? Yes, no, maybe. Let me know why down below in the comment section or in the chat section if you're watching this live. Now let's do a few comments. I want to see what you guys think, and then we'll end this first ever live reaction to a player. Sid says, thank you so much for uploading this. It's really going to brighten my day. I'm glad, my friend. I'm glad I can help. Musa says, I really want to have this young talisman in my squad. He's a pressing machine, technically gifted. He's going to be another big asset if Deco signs him. He looks incredibly promising. Again, he's only 21 years old, which means he's still improving. He's still growing. He's still, maturing. Always Django says, bro, Barca's stupid if we don't sign this guy for just 20 mil. I don't think it will be 20 mil. That's his market value. But knowing Benfica, I'm sure they're going to want a lot more. Barca Got Culture says, I like this kid. Sid says, love for sure. We enjoy listening to you for you to speak live. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And Klaus, my man Klaus, always good to see you in the chat section. Says, live is good because it's always good to see you live. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And then Solomon says, I love you do it live. It brings a lot of fun engagement among the fan. Okay. I'm seeing a pattern here. People liking me doing these reaction videos live. All right. Always Django says this deal is a no-brainer, honestly. Nathan says, hi, Mo. Do you think Marcus Thuram or Hirasi be convincing Lewis replacements? Honestly, no. And I know today's topic is Andreas Schjelderup. But Thuram is kind of like, he's not really a true 9, right? And then when Hirasi, I just don't think either of them, Thuram or Hirasi, are Barca-level strikers. I think they are good for the teams that they're in, Dortmund and Inter Milan. But I don't know if they are like top-level Barca, Madrid, Man City, Arsenal type strikers. Oscar says, chat this guy or Nusa. Good question. Let me know. Put 1 for Schjelderup, 2 for Nusa in the chat section. I'm very curious to see. Brahim says he has no skills. He's just like Rafinha, all speed and crosses the ball. I don't know, man. I saw plenty of skills in those videos. I saw him dribbling past many defenders, not to mention his ball distribution. So I don't know about there's no skills. Solomon says, but more, I would love for Barca to bring in Rafael Leao. He will be a monster in this score. Total bad day for the fans. I have mixed feelings about Leao because on one hand, I think he has what it takes to become, skill-wise, of course, to become the best winger in the world. On the other hand, he has been very disappointed at AC Milan. But I don't know. Maybe that's just because it's AC Milan. Because after all, AC Milan have been disappointing, period, for the last several seasons. So I don't know. Oscar says, Lusa is the best option in my opinion. Chat, what y'all think? Yes, let me know, chat. What do you guys think? Let me see. Azhar says, Yeremay Hernandez is better than him. Jeremy Hernandez is very impressive too, but let's not forget, Jeremy Hernandez is in second division. But I will do a reaction to Jeremy Hernandez as well. So don't worry. Oscar says, Mo, we need two center backs, a right back, a striker, and a left winger. I don't think we can afford all those signings. El Ral says, Deco would rather buy Rashford because he just loves buying mediocre crap for us. This club is shit now. Absolutely pathetic. I hate the board so much. Let's hope Deco doesn't do that to us. And Klaus says, I think Marcus Rashford is finished. There's a certain mindset English people have regarding Spain, and I can see Rashford has it, the holiday, or should I say vacation mindset. Rashford called it his happy place. He's not going to give us what we need to achieve Champions League success. I can see that, man. I mean, just look at today. The guy came out and he was jogging. It's like, bro, what are you doing? We're down in a quarterfinal of the biggest competition on earth. Club football, of course. The Champions League. And the guy is freaking jogging. Alzaid says, can we please talk about Pedri in the Champions League? We must be honest. He's nowhere to be seen past the knockouts. He never shows up in the big moments. Look at Vitinha, much more effective than him, even though I don't know if he wouldn't show up. He definitely did not show up today, but I wouldn't say that that's what happens all the time. Let's see. Madera says, I think he's great since he's almost the same price of Rashford. I'd take him and send Rashford back. I would definitely send Rashford back. No question about it. Bisca Michael says, are you doing Mondays live? I thought I did the Monday live. Yeah, I did Monday live. Let's see. Barca Got Culture says, Mo, Musa next. Okay. Ivy says, hi, bro. Keep up the good work. Live from Trinidad. Let's go. The Caribbean in the house. I love it. Barca Got Culture says, or Osimhen. How about both instead of or? Osimhen and Nusa. Let's go. All right. Sid with the one. So Sid likes Schjelderup better. Barca Got Culture says also Schjelderup. Dwayne says Nusa. All right. We got 2 for Schjelderup, 1 for Nusa. Azhar says, react to Jeremy Hernandez, please. I will add him to the list for sure. Klaus says, Leao is lazy. You ain't lying. Jello says, 2. Nusa would be a Neymar region. Okay, we got 2 for Schjelderup, 2 for Nusa. It's tied right now. Barca Culture says, Mo, do Osimhen. React next. I will. Noor says, I want to see anyone but Rashford now. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. And Kern Boris says, Alex Winger, Mika Götze is better than... Oh, Ajax. I can't believe I read that, Alex. Ajax winger Mika Götze is better than the Benfica and Osasuna wingers. This season, he has 13 goals and 18 assists. Barcelona is tracking him right about now. Maybe I'll add him to the list as well. I'm going to have to write this down. We have Nusa. We have Osimhen, Mika Götze, and Jeremy Hernandez. 4 more reactions. Noor says, if Deco signs Rashford, he should be fired. 100% agree. Always Django says, Nusa will be too expensive. Ain't gonna lie. True, I think he would cost more than Schjelderup. John, 2 for Nusa. All right. So we have 2 for Schjelderup, 3 for Nusa so far. Noor Hassan says Nusa. All right, 2 for Schjelderup, 4 for Nusa. Lucky Yokolio says the highline is not working. That's a conversation for another day, only because here I'm trying to focus on Schjelderup. Alzed says, in the big moments, in the semis, etc., Pedri's never there. It's only Yamal like last season as well. And finally, Barca Culture says, the reason I say this kid has a high work rate, can finish better than Nusa. And Rodrigo says, hey, Mo, I finally made it to the live again. Disappointing loss. But Bisca Barca always. Bisca Barca, my friend. And Lucky says, we score goals, but we can't control games. Wrong tactics. And Klaus says, 1 for Schjelderup. So we ended with 3 for Schjelderup, 4 for Nusa. Pretty tight. And Nathan says you should react to strikers. I will, my friend. I will. I promise. I'm going to be doing these more. And now that I see you guys like these videos more live than video format, then I will do these reactions live. But all right. I hope you enjoyed this short live reacting to Andreas Schjelderup. I'll be doing more of these. Hopefully this can help a little bit distract away from the loss to Atletico Madrid. Well, victory to Atletico Madrid, but lost in overall. Of course, reaction to that match is on the channel, so make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Biscarsa.